It's hard to imagine a more prolific musician than Nile Rodgers. With his collaboration history, there's not a single listener who hasn't heard at least one song he's recorded, produced, or composed. The Chic founder turned soloist and master producer has rocked beyond the boundaries of disco with hip-hop, fundamental rock, and EDM. Few producers can create for another artist like Rodgers can. He has helped redefine the careers of stars like Diana Ross, David Bowie, and Madonna.
Nile, we got some people where they're going to sing along with us. So Nile Rodgers, the man who made my record.
I was able to say to her, if we just program your record, we'll just sound like any other synth pop thing and you could be replaceable. But if Chic plays your record, no one sounds like Chic. We're the only ones that sound like that because no one can play like Bernard. No one plays like Tony. That's how we play.
That could almost be seen as Chic's last album because most of them are on that record.
He's a chart-topping chameleon whose guitar riffs and mixing styles serve as the perfect launch point for artists experimenting with their sound.
He would go into the studio and do a take and come back and we'd say, you know, fantastic, great. And he'd have a listen and say, yeah, well, I just want to go and just change that, do that bit again. Okay, fine. It sounds great to us. So for me, he had a big production influence on the record.
We were doing an album called Boys and Girls. He came and ended up playing on every track, always finding a space. No matter how much stuff we had on tape, how many musicians were already recorded, he'd find something which would make it sound better. And he is ingenious at just improving a groove of the song.
What my teacher taught me was just because I had this huge breadth of knowledge, it didn't mean that I had to put that on every record. And I learned that type of humility and that type of love for the art of songwriting and creativity.
Rodgers' own career has been a journey through every music style. The New York City native first reached for the electric guitar because of his admiration for Beatle John Lennon. He earned his chops playing in the Sesame Street Traveling Band and as a house musician for the Apollo Theater.
The very first show that I played at the Apollo, the very first time I was on the stage in the band, this is what happened to me. We're ready to go on stage, and I'm so focused because I want to do a great job because I know this is the Apollo. And this coffin opens, and it's Screaming Jay Hawkins. I don't know if you've ever seen his routine, but Screaming Jay has got this looking like a skeleton, and I'm terrified. And Screaming is running after me. And I'm running, and I run stage right, but now it's like they're blocking me because all the people waiting to go on are standing over there, so I can't get up. And then I run to the other side, and the audience is crying because they know it's totally real. It wasn't set up.
With bass player Bernard Edwards, the duo founded Chic. Their rock disco soul hybrids like Le Freak and Good Times were notable pieces of Chic's dance floor identity, but transcended the disco era into hip-hop through the Sugar Hill Gang's release Rapper's Delight.
And Master G, the Sugar Hill Gang.
The track was built on sampling the Good Times bass line and included string section. When the recording was released, the sampling didn't stop. Bands like Blondie were inspired and paid homage to Chic's malleable compositions. Even Rodgers' unique guitar playing style was part of the shared musical lexicon. Chucking became Rodgers' signature riffing style, a funkification that's undeniably catchy. Chart-topping success opened the door for Rodgers' production career. The group's record label, Atlantic, made Rodgers and Edwards an offering following Chic's success. Their first attempt was Sister Sledge's album, We Are Family. After its release, the door was flung open, and eager artists found a kindred spirit and ultimate collaborator in Rodgers.
He made the fleck, 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 flex, all of those sampled parts, which were completely new at that time. Nobody had done that before.
The fact is that there's a story to tell. We are storytellers, and music is our medium.
The full scope of Nile Rodgers' career is still hard to fathom. And it's not just ongoing, it's an overdrive, said Rolling Stone magazine in 2014, when it named Rodgers as one of the 50 most influential figures in the rise of electronic dance music. He lent his dance rock signature sound to Daft Punk for their 2013 release, Random Access Memories. Rodgers' dedication to creating meaning behind every song has led him down a fruitful path as a well-respected storyteller, producer, and musician.
Again.